They say laughter is the best medicine. What they don't tell you is that alcohol is a close second, and you may not quote me on that. Welcome back to Cave Colonization, episode 83. Alright, we are over here today, over here being right here next to the underground grill, and the puffing fish is up there. I've made a couple changes since the last episode, namely I've put in this path, and also I've added the first grass on the 4th floor around the puffing fish. There's also a little bit around Lone's build. This is a very oddly shaped building, but let's start. And I'm immediately going to open the wrong box. The one I want is blue. Alright, let's go. Now, I have no idea how long this is going to take. We're not very far into the building process, and I already need to pull out my screenshots, so that's not good. Because this build is kind of confusing to make. It's in the same area as the previous 2 episodes with the builds built by the other people. And I decided that, well, I said last episode that I didn't build anything because I forgot what I was going to. So this is my entry into the weirdness that is this area. There's a lot of strange builds going on here, and this is my glorious build to take place among them. I said among, it's a reference to Among Us. Alright, we're already off to a great start. We got an Among Us joke in like the first probably minute of the video. This is gonna be a banger to end them all. But anyway, I'm also finally doing it. By doing it, I mean building out of prismarine. I collected a whole ton of prismarine like a long time ago and thought, you know, prismarine, it's an interesting looking block. I could probably build something out of it, but I never did. But now I am, and I'm unsure if that deep slate layer is on the layer I put it on or if it's on the layer that I'm putting down now. Kind of hard to tell. I think it is, but not for this side, so I might need to remove these and replace that, but I think it's like this. And if not, that's gonna be really unfortunate. But I collected a load of prismarine, and I thought maybe I'll use it, and I never did, and now I finally am. On another fish themed, as you can see from the title episode. I don't know why the theme of the 4th floor has been fish. I mean, we are in a cave, so I don't know why. I don't think I packed 2 extra prismarine stairs. I didn't, so I do need to make 2 to go right here. Because, as you can see, there's this hole next here, and following the theme of fish, there is going to be a little pond here, because this is kind of like a bait and tackle shop. Usually I wait until I'm doing the interior, I think, to explain what a build is, but yeah, whatever. That's the basic gist of it. You're welcome. You got a little bit of a sneak peek or something, I guess. Okay, it decided to break the torch anyway. Cool. You know, I'm okay with that. Wait, can I reach, like, the edge of that block? Oh, that's insane. I'm such a good Minecraft player, holy. I'm unsure. Oh, this is gonna cover this up. Is that correct? Let me open the screenshots again. It's not correct. There is just none of this on the side. Also, it looks like I'm not going to be able to put the exterior in for some reason. I mean, I can. It's just not really necessary. So I could save on some blocks. I probably will end up doing it anyway. Also, I'm wearing my Christmas skin because, you know, it's kind of near Christmas time. I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, it is December. Is that a slime? It is a slime. I just tried to press zoom for Optifine, but I don't have that. Alright, so now the typical DB Productions 2 floor thing that I've been doing fairly recently for this floor is that like one floor is made out of one block, and then another floor is made out of another block. And the blocks for this floor is spruce and deep slate, and isn't that just awesome? I can't see anything. Bruh. It's so like, when I record these episodes, I don't know why it's so disconcertingly quiet. I feel like it's disconcerting anyway. It's really not. It's just, for once, I'm not listening to music. There's really no like big whoop about it. That's just what I'm doing. You know, at least it's close to this raised bit, so it's easy to get back up when I fall down. And I'm putting this in the wrong spot, which is funny considering I just looked at the screenshots to make sure it was in the right spot, and then I'm like, it's right above this window down here, but it's not actually. It just isn't. So I might be slightly stupid. Oh wait, we knew that. Right, I have 3 glass panes left. I don't know where they go. Yeah. They're dead. I killed them. Now, I guess I go back up here and I can finish the pillars. And how high do these go? They're just 2, so it's 3 along like this. You know, I'm doing a speed bridge now. And I've been playing like Bed Wars kind of a lot recently. And I noticed that my diagonal speed bridge is like really bad. Oh, maybe those windows go on this side. I think they do. It's pretty bad. And it used to be a lot better. But my horizontal speed bridge is still a-okay. I mean, I do still fall a fair amount because I'm not like that good at it, but I'm a lot better at it than diagonal because I actively use it in survival. But I think this is now time for the roof, so I'm going to do that and I will get back to you when that's done. Alright, the roof is done. It's a little bit wonky, but oh well. So I forgot to put this spruce pillar in, which makes it even more wonky because if you look at it, this pillar should be here because that's where that one up there is. So it should be along this line, but to fit this window in nicely and shape the door nicely, it's not. So yeah, that's another way this build is absolutely cursed. Oh my goodness, there's an army of slimes back there. Yeah, my building compared to the rest of these is definitely very DB Productions, but I mean, when you consider who like designed it, I think that makes some sense. Also, I decided to put the floor in because it's glazed terracotta. Yes, I went all out for this build. We got glazed terracotta even. I didn't want to deal with messing around with that for 3 hours on recording. But anyway, speaking of messing around for 3 hours on recording, let's not do that and let's put in some stuff for the interior because that's where we're up to now. So we got this goofy prismarine staircase that goes upstairs. That's typically where staircases go. What actually is the floor made out of? Best as I can tell, it's made out of polished deep slate tiles like this. Okay, and then if I come back down here, looks like I'm miscounting the amount of polished deep slate stairs I would need. No, one doesn't go there, it goes here. Okay, so that's that in. Bait and tackle shop is what this building is meant to be, and it does its job pretty not well. Well, I guess it's not really bait and tackle, but it has fishing supplies because this is meant to be a pond, I think I mentioned, and it's kind of weird because I thought the Aqualifer canonical name was up there, but it's actually like way over there, so I thought maybe I could drop some water down here from the aquifer. But no, but there is a river over there, so it makes sense that there's a little bit of fishing opportunity. And also, I haven't done one of these in a while. I think the one I did was actually like 2 years ago in Christmas, no, 3 even, because I was sick. It was with the beach house episode. But right here we have a little aquarium, so I'm going to, how do I do this? I guess put this in here, like that. So I'm gonna make an infinite water source, put that down, and then I guess my bucket with the fish, and bucket the fish back up because I don't want the fish to like jump out of the water and die. So then if I take this bucket and break this and do that, okay, so there's 1. Get out, get out. Nobody invited you. You were literally not invited, okay? And then 2, oh, I placed that on the glass. Wait, you can waterlog glass? Why did I not know that? Oh my goodness, there is a lot of slimes here. Oh boy, we're gonna have lots of slime busting to do. And then I think we do like that. I guess we can't do like that yet because did that go inside? Please tell me I picked it up. I do have 2, but I should have 3. Oh, it's right there. Okay, there we go. So then if I put that there and then that there, okay, cool. Now this is gonna be awkward. I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of wall this off so it can't like super flood. And then I need to put this seagrass in there. So let's do that. Boom. And then I also need to put the fish in there. Go away. I wanted to do some on the top actually because then the fish will just like fall out and that's no bueno. We don't want that to happen. Alright, so we break that and then it looks like it might happen anyway. So maybe if I place the fish. Okay, this is gonna be whack. I want the wall because there's a wall and then I want the name tag. So place the fish, that, and then we name it and then we put the wall. No, go back inside, go back. Ugh. Can't bucket him back. Yes, go back in. Seal your fate. No. Oh my god. I don't want to micromanage a freaking fish for 6 minutes. Go. Yes. Okay. Now he's in there. Trapped. But where the hell did he go? Hopefully he doesn't die. I did name it. I genuinely couldn't tell you what the name is. You're gonna have to pause the video and look at it when I'm holding the name tag. Okay, so that's one monumentally difficult task done. So there's a little aquarium. Oh my god. Please stop sliming. You are making disgusting noise. Die. 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 Brother, I am going to set up a command block that is just constantly killing bats and constantly killing slimes because I don't really want to deal with this, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I guess I am repairing my tools and getting XP, but now they're all dead, so that's good. Let's get back on topic. Okay, so we got the aquarium and we got the fish. He keeps scaring me by going out of sight, and I'm like, there's no shot he died already. But low-key, I don't know if he can die. I don't know how fish work. I know they need water. I think that's the extent of my knowledge, to be honest. Alright, but anyway, let's get some stuff on my... Let's get some stuff out of my inventory. Glow item frames, we'll just put all of these down. Yoink, 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 and I have one more. I don't know. Oh, it goes on top of something. So then we got barrel, barrel, barrel. We got some fishing rods. So we do have some fishing rods for sale, including an enchanted one. Then we got a tripwire hook, which is meant to be like a lure or something, or a hook. Then string, because, you know, fishing rods use string, although they actually use fishing line, which isn't exactly string. But in Minecraft, there isn't a distinction. In case you didn't know, you do craft fishing rods with string. But over here we got some fish or something. We got a salmon and a cod. Then we have the corner bush. This is what I was trying to get to, because placing down corner bushes is always exciting. At least it is for me. I don't know how you feel about corner bushes, but I know how I feel. And whenever I see a corner bush, it makes me very happy. And when builds don't have corner bushes, I get very sad, because corner bushes, they're awesome, you know? We get to use the one spruce fence to support this. Oh wait, no we don't, because this doesn't go here, it's a barrel. I guess it does still go there, so we do still use that to support that, but yeah. Alright, deep slate tiles, we go uppity uppity, and then what's up here? A pair of... Okay, so these are in the wrong spot. I guess they go here. Why'd I have to misplace that? Anyway, we got cyan candles. I think this is 4 of them. And then the 2 mangrove roots, which are meant to be like crab traps. Although I doubt you'll... Oh no. Okay, there we go. I got it first try. Cool. I doubt you'll find crabs here, of all places, because... You know what? Maybe you will. Alright, but we got a clock, and then we got lightning rods, and I need to mine down here, pick this up. Let's see, which direction is this? So you start here, here, here. Okay, and then lantern on top. Cool. So I think this is the downstairs pretty much done. So then if I head upstairs, I can see what I missed for the downstairs, because I'll be able to put all the blocks in the upstairs, and then if I have any left, they probably go downstairs. I need to fill in the roof. So the roof is made out of dark oak wood. Well, I guess these are actually dark oak planks, but the wood type is dark oak, so I'm not exactly entirely 100% wrong. Okay, there's nothing in there. I see another slime out there. It's highly annoying. How many freaking buckets did I bring, bro? Okay, so we put down the bed and the chest, and we're doing the stereotypical DB Productions, this is a bedroom. Wait a second. Okay, so there should only be 1 block here, so I need to mine this, put this here, and then I just put away those deep slate, oh, not in there. Let's put away those deep slate tiles. Here they are. Boom. Yeah, how many buckets did I bring? I have one here, and then it looks like I have an empty one in the blue, and then a full one in the purple. That is pink. It is not purple. You know what? Pink is kind of purple when you think about it, if you're not thinking about it too hard, because if you think about it too hard, then that statement becomes the opposite of true, by which I mean it becomes false. If you think about it too hard, like I just said. But here's like the bedroom and the flower. It's a warped roots because that's cyan. The color of this room is cyan. If you couldn't tell, that's the color of this room. If you don't know how to tell, let me tell you. You just look at the color of the blocks I'm putting down, and that tells you the color of the blocks that I'm putting down. Subscribe for more insane facts that you could literally never know if I didn't tell you. Okay, so then I'm right about the window. It does go here. You get half a block of view. But hey, this amount of view you get is 3 times more than the amount provided by these glorious windows. And you can't even really see out of this one. It's fine. Okay, so the last thing I need to do is put down the painting. And we know my luck with painting, so I'm gonna guess first try. Okay, well, it should be a 1x1, so that doesn't count. First try. Okay, it wasn't first try. And we're back to doing this again. And we've literally placed down, I think, every 1x1 besides the one I want. The one I want is the one that kind of looks vaguely like a fish, because again, this place is fish themed, so I kind of wanted the one that is shaped roughly like a fish, because I felt like it would fit the fish themed build to have the fish. There we go. See, I don't know what this actually is or what it's actually called, but it kind of like has a fish shape. Like that's the eye, this is the tail, like the tail's kind of curved, you know? Or is that just me? This might just be a picture of a salad. I honestly couldn't tell ya. But anyway, door, boom. And it opens too. Now we're on to le exterior, and we are going to start with le front because I want to. It has a pretty similar, that's in the wrong spot. It's got a pretty similar design to most of my exterior designs because it was, after all, made by me. So that's kind of to be expected a little bit. Builds made by the same person tend to look similar unless they're trying to make them look not similar, and I didn't try to make this not look similar. I mean, I did try to make it dissimilar. I mean, I do try to make all of my builds in this series dissimilar, so I'm not literally building the same thing every time. But you can definitely tell everything here was made by me, excepting these three things which do not at all look like they were made by me, and they weren't, so it makes sense. But here's the front. And then we have another hanging lantern. I think I'm about to be assaulted from behind, so let me just do some behind maintenance. And now here's where it gets a little tricky because we're kind of crushed up against the wall. But hey, that's alright. We like being crushed, right guys? Right? I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't like being crushed. Why'd I say that? Okay, it doesn't matter. But there should be slabs like that. So that's cool. And then that was my axe and not roof building kit. Where's my spruce? Might be a little bit difficult to do, but I can put... Alright, let's just mine some blocks and put that there. That there, and at this point this is really not necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway because I don't know, I really don't need to. In fact, it would save me a lot of that was a double click. It would save me a lot of time if I didn't do this, but I'm doing it, so enjoy the fact that I'm doing it. And if you don't, oh well. I think I'm going to skip doing this side and this side. You just can't see them. I mean, like, come on. I guess you can kind of crouch, but who's gonna do that? Nobody at all. It'll make it a little bit harder for me to make sure if I've put everything down because I'll have extra blocks. But who cares, man? Who is out here on my case saying that? Okay, if someone in the comments tells me to put it in, as she said, if someone in the comments tells me to put the exterior blocks for that side in, then I will do it, but I won't show you ever. So the only proof you'll have that it was done is my word saying that I did it. And quite honestly, I think that should be good enough. When have I ever lied to you? Don't answer that. Come on, I would never use something so evil as to say I'm gonna do something and then not do it. That just wouldn't be something I do, you know? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna blame lag on that one. You guys saw that it lagged like a teeny bit. That could have been the cause of me falling, and only the cause, and not just my utter lack of skill at Minecraft. Alright, at this point I'm kind of just talking to fill the endless void of silence. Look, here's a little fancy exterior bit. Instead of... oh my god. No, instead of putting a bush there, I put instead a fern. Whoa. 1 bush, 4 fences, and 4 stairs. So that goes here. Alright, so now we just have the sign, and the sign says the name of this building, which is the Overcooked. It was originally under, but then I thought the underground grill is right next to this. Should I capitalize the C? I'm gonna capitalize the C. There, the Overcooked Salmon. And this was established in 1702, which puts it only 7 years after the Puffing Fish. And I think like 30 some odd years before this. Does it have a date? No, it doesn't. So we don't know. We don't know. Oh, unfortunate. But we can glow and dye that. Ugh, kind of a gnarly color, I'm not gonna lie. Here is the build. Like I said, there's this pond here. I'll do it in between episodes. That is going to be the end of this episode here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you like my awkward off-center build and think it fits in with these. Well, I know that one's off-center. These are not really off-center, but that one is. Mine doesn't use any bricks. I might have to change that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Wait, no, it does use prismarine bricks. Oh my god, I need to end this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.